Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. As with most of last week, we are working on the Avaritia conquest, which means we need to carry on leveling up our Boon of the Hoarder. We've got it up to rank 34, which is great, but we need more Greater Rift Keystones. So we're going to run in and we're going to grab one of them right now. Get this party started. Right, what have we got? Oh, we've got a shield pylon right away. Well, that's going to certainly give us carte blanche to just, you know, ignore most of what these guys do to us. Or try to do to us, I should say. Pop, we're not going to be doing any 5-minute time limits, especially not in this particular rift. So we'll take it a bit easy and we'll just make good consistent progress and hope we get a lot of Greater Rift Keystones. Now, because we're up to rank 34, the last rift we ran was 39, so it's going to be 44 this time, and then a 49, and so on and so forth, on from there. Trying to keep entirely above the... Let's just move out of the way of that frozen thing. Entirely above the limit for the 100% chance to upgrade, just to make things nice and efficient. That's really what we're looking for with this. That was actually alright. Okay, let's we'll ignore him, because he's not going to give us much progress, and we'll just move on to the next area. Hello! I see you flinging mortars around all over the place. Let's take you down a peg. Now, over time, we have been upgrading our gear. We've got that new convention of elements on, which is awesome, nice and ancient. And let's just make sure we're keeping our buffs up. And we are gradually gaining levels and getting more power that way as well. So things will become easier and faster, but we've got a long way to go before we can try and do that time limit. And that time limit is going to be required for the Conqueror level of the Season Journey. Almost certainly we're going to need an ancient item, an ancient weapon for it. Not just any old ancient item. I mean, having all gear ancient would be ideal, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Right, let's get in on these guys. Come on, big damage, big damage. And one of them's gone. Just too many blues in the area. No, geez. Yeah, we are not standing in the middle of that. That's just asking for too much trouble. But we did get quite a bunch out of that. And we're not going to really need gems except re-rolling various bits and bobs over time, but it's still good to gather them. I suppose at some point we might want to change to a different build that ends up with like full diamonds as opposed to emeralds, but now that we've got our key emeralds, I'm not foreseeing much opportunity for us to use these up. The other thing that we're doing is we're gathering Death's Breaths, because if we get somewhere in the region of 1,500, 2,000, we'll have a decent chance of upgrading Diabos and getting ourselves an ancient Inner's Reach. And that's just based on the number of Diabos there are available, and that it takes 25 Death's Breaths to do the upgrade, and there's a 1 in 10 chance of it actually being ancient. It would take a lot of ingredients, and even then there's no guarantee. That's just for a reasonable chance. Hello, I see you being all arcane enchanted. Let's try and damage you as much as possible. And we're going to pop our invincibility, because this is going to be pretty nasty in the middle here. Right, everything dead? Everything except the big guy. Now he's dead. Now he's dead. Now, because I batch record episodes in advance, there hasn't been any further news on the Diablo project. Mainly because I only found out about them just the other day. But if any of you watching have heard anything new, then please do drop it in a message. Leave a comment in the video, just in case I haven't yet heard the news myself. But I'm very curious to see what it is they're going to be announcing. And the fact that they have said that there's stuff in the works, it's intriguing, because to me that's almost like a pre-announcement. It's like saying, hey, we've got something that we're nearly ready to say about, but not quite. So I'm wondering whether like BlizzCon's going to be the place where they finally open up and say what's going on, or yeah, there's a lot of questions that it opens up. Which is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with questions, especially when they're about a good announcement like this, as opposed to, like, why was this done that way, or when's this going to be fixed, etc, etc. But with multiple projects on the go, I do wonder whether there's going to be something along the realms of World of Diablo. It does strike me as, like, a reasonably logical progression, but it would be such a stark move away from the way Diablo works at the moment, and the way it's always worked. But then you could have said the same thing with World of Warcraft when it came out. Because Warcraft up until then had just been base building, army management, etc, etc. Changing it into an MMORPG massively changed the feel of it. My biggest worry if they did change it into an MMORPG is, at the moment, Diablo can be played solo, and inevitably as things expand with any online role-playing game, they try and engineer teamwork in as a thing, and people that enjoy solo play do get a little bit left out in terms of content planning and things like that. That would be my only concern. I'm sure it'd be like very enjoyable, and I'm sure most of the content would be manageable by a solo player. But at the moment, everything can be managed by a solo player. Well, I say everything. If you play for long enough and get your levels up high enough, then you can manage it. If you're willing to put the time in. Yes, some things work better as teams, and you can progress faster as a team, but that doesn't negate the single player experience. And they've been very careful to try and keep that balanced. Certainly with Diablo 3. Just pop my Serenity for a moment, because I saw him taking a swing and I wasn't sure if it was going to be at me or if it was going to be at one of my minions. Either way, he is gone, and we get another couple of Death's Breaths. Right, let's carry on exploring. We've got a nice cluster of things together. Popped Serenity so I could ignore the Molten factor. But there is going to be quite a few of them exploding. Ooh, and they seem to like moving me around. Well, we all know how I feel about things like that. Right, Serenity, grab these. Yeah, this is going well. It's going quickly. It's not going like super quick. We're averaging about 10 minutes, 11 minutes per rift at Torment 13. So we've got quite a way to go before we can actually comfortably say we'll be able to do it in 5 minutes. But I do think we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I mean, we won't be running GL75s by that point, but we'll get there. Alright, this is going to be painful with the front. Oh no, just managed to get my immunity off cooldown in time. Let's dash out of that for a second. Come on, just die. There we go. Give me those braces. And we will fight Hamelin. Hamelin's doing his best to try and kill us, and it's just not going to work. You almost feel sorry for him, except you really don't. Right. Convention of Elements kicked around. So there's that 3 Greater of Keystones. That is awesome if that's the case. Alright, we'll head back and hand this in. And then we'll work on carrying on with our gem. Right, alright. Let's get that done. And we'll ID what we have as well. Right, point goes in to dexterity. That's new. The Mind's Eye. An ancient one as well. Okay, well, that seems interesting. Might be useful for a particular type of build. Given we don't already have one, let's drop it off. That can go. Sky Splitter can go. Oh, an ancient sash of knives. That's kind of cool. I'll keep it as like an alternative, but I think the way this would end up being built, the Call of the Sherma, would be better. So, salvaging. And 3 Greater of Keystones to use. Right, this is awesome. That is exactly what we want from a rift like that. Okay, so, as I said, we're going to be pushing this up to 39, which means we want to be running at 44. In fact, no, we want to be running at 49. What am I talking about? Going crazy. 10 levels above the level you're looking for. It's fine, though. I didn't run an early rift. And we're still going to have a decent amount of oomph through this. I'm going to blame being tired. That's exactly what I'm going to do. But it is easy. Every single time we run, we just up the level by 5, and that'll be plenty. And we're still able to monster through at this level. It's not going to be until we like start hitting 60 that things start slowing down. And even then, they're not going to slow down that much because we've already seen that we can do T13s in 10 minutes. It's a pretty solid build that we've got at the moment. Oh, hello, you. God damn it, stop moving me around, everyone. This might tickle a little. Ah, no, it doesn't even. Look, we're standing right on it. Shield pylons will do that, but even so, at level 49, I wouldn't expect it to do much for our health. Okay, keep moving on up. Conduit pylon, that will help speed this along nicely. At this point, we can just keep running until we reach the big ones. Get a little bit of a boost in to help take them out. And then we'll carry on our path of destruction. Straight on to the next area. We're not going to get the conduit in the next area. At least not in a worthwhile form. But we are halfway through the rift. Is that something up there? No, it's not. Oh, it is over this side though. Hello, you. Skeletal beasts. Skeletal beasts. Well, dead beasts now is what they are. Giant ice porcupines. All this stuff is lovely to fight, but ultimately it's not challenging. That's why we are shooting through it. Got any more packs? If not, we'll just get a nice large group together and we'll blow them up instead. I think that's all we have. Okay, not to worry. Let's head on up and round. Is this actually... Yeah, it's just going to double back on where we came from. That's okay. We will just hurry on through again. I mean, with the power pylon, it's not going to take us much extra time. We do have Dashing Strike to do the large strides, so to speak. And we'll go down this way instead. Yeah, straight into the next area. Now, targeting the elite packs is by far the fastest way for us at the moment. But once we start getting up higher and higher, it won't remain the fastest way. So I have to bear in mind that while it is a worthwhile technique at the moment, it's not going to last forever. But we've seen that before as well. Killing trash mobs can be just as productive as killing the elite packs. And with 99%, it is so close to being Rift Guardian time. There we go. Who are we facing? Scandiel is going to go down. Oh, Scandiel, you don't have a chance. Look. Just fall over. And get some bits and bobs. I'm really hoping for another Ramalama Ding Dong. That's going to be the most useful thing for us. So, we're just putting all of the points in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely stuff. Back to town, we'll hand it in, and then we'll jump straight back in for another one. We're almost reaching the point where we're going to start getting experience again for doing these. So, 49 goes up to 54. This is just under T12. Now taking 18 million in order to actually run through these. And the fire under our feet is going to start becoming painful. Okay. We'll ignore most of you down here. We're not going to ignore you. You may be nightmarish, but while we've got a shield pylon on, that's not going to affect me at all. Can also ignore all of those molten things. Alright, this is just about reaching the level where it's worth us stopping to kill almost all the trash mobs. At least if they're in nice big packs. I wish we had more charges of our dashing strike though. But I think that's always going to be the case. You always want more mobility. Alright, still got quite a bit of the shield pylon, so let's get in on this while the getting's good. Perfect. Great progress without having to worry about potentially dying. This is not the way we want to be going though, so back up this way. So many lovely, lovely pylons coming to help us out. This could end up being a little bit painful, but if we time our Serenity like that, then we'll get most of them killed without having to run away. Alright. Conduit's gone, but we're halfway through the rift. Right, we're going to have to pop Serenity again to avoid being frozen. Not a problem, of course, but just not something we want. We don't like it when people take away our ability to move around, do damage, kill things, etc., etc. And once again, this is not the way to go. 2 dashing strikes wasted. We are getting quite a good density of monsters in this rift. I'm liking it. Large number of Moltons though. Very large number. Oh, channeling pylon as well. Okay, yeah, this is an awesome rift. I mean, it is going exceptionally well for us. We're getting a ton of pylons. There's a good density of monsters in it. Definitely got nothing to complain about at the moment. Yup, completely defeated. This is a 54 we're on, so the next one will be a 59, and that'll start getting a little bit more challenging. But we are going to be getting really close to maxing out the gem as we do these. So we're not going to have to do it forever, and then we can get back to regular gem leveling. I say regular gem leveling, I mean everything we do is pretty much going to be Count Sans Despair or our main gems. The only thing we need to decide is what level we want to do Count Sans Despair at. That is not enough, alright. Let's find some more things to kill quickly before this power pylon runs out. Jeez, you're miles away. Alright. Let me get to you. Still got the power pylon. There we go. 9 minutes 50 seconds left and loads of stuff. A voodoo mask as well. Because we totally need a voodoo mask. Yeah, no, we really don't. Okay, so this is already up to 83.5%. This is really going to push it into the obscene levels of kill something and get gold. 91%. Brilliant. I reckon we've probably got time to do one more. So let's hand this in. We'll put 2 points in. Look at that, 2 points from reaching actual gaining experience levels. And here we go. Final one for this episode. And straight in on guys with shielding. They did not last long, but still a little bit annoying. Now 59 is not quite enough, as we know, to max it out. This will take it up to level 49, one shy of the max. So we're going to have to do another run next time, which is a little bit of a shame, but we'll get it finished off. And next time we'll run a regular rift, we'll get the keystone we need. Then we'll spend the rest of the episode attempting the Avaritia. And actually, for the speed that we go through this rift, I'm not sad we're running a level 60 as opposed to a 65. Come on, let your health go. Just die already. You've not got much left. There we go. Grab all these and push on. I'm just watching my health as those arcane beams are spinning around. They seem to be doing okay though. Pop my Serenity briefly. But again, we're alright. This guy is Nightmare though, which is the real worry. He's going to make us potentially run away into the middle of something. Shield pylon. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Let's try and keep clusters nice and close. Batch kill everything. Yeah, we're definitely back to getting a reasonable amount of experience from things. And some of it will come from handing it in, of course. But it's still nice to have that extra while we're going around doing our rifting. Yeah, it helps you see progress. That's all going to be a little bit painful, so let's not stand in the middle of that while it's going off. And it is going to start actually like hurting, so we do need to pay attention to it. Even though we've got the shield pylon on at the moment, if we get in the habit of acting like it's not there, or you know, just being reckless, it will come back to bite us. We will end up dying and we'll have to start again. And we don't want that. That's one of the reasons why we do hardcore. So we can be better than that, or try and be better than that anyway. This guy, however, I can face tank him while he's trying to do all that pulsing stuff. Because he's not that powerful. Yeah, this is going alright. Nice speed we've got. If we had this many pylons in a regular T13, we might do alright on the timing. Right, let's push on. Jump down here, straight in on you. Hello. It's not going to last very long under this assault. Cool. I need my allies to be attacking more. A lot of the time I see them just standing there looking like lemons. Which is great if you like lemons, but it's not really what we're going for. Ooh, I see over here. stand in the ring, activate the allies, get almost double damage from them. And I think we're done with that little bit. This is going to be a fast run. It looks like there's another, pack just over here. Yeah, purple orbs. And a power pylon. Cool. Well, we'll keep moving forwards. See if we can get this last 4% done relatively quickly. So we can get the Rift Guardian out while we've still got some extra juice in the tank. It's maybe just gonna... No, we can just make this work. And activate convention of elements. There we go. Just as the power pylon was still on. And just as it came round. Right, we got a fist weapon out of that. Which one? It's not one that we care about. Okay. Well, this is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 98.5%. We need to do one tiny more level on it. And that'll be all ticked off. We'll hand this in with Auric. And 1, 2, 3 more levels in total. So we're up to Garrigan 543. I have missed leveling. That is something that I will say. I think when we're leveling our stuff for Counter Sans Despair, we will spend a lot more time doing it at the higher levels. As for all of these... It's an ancient mask of Jerome. I mean, I would love to wear that for the extra, like, 197% increased damage. But no, things don't work like that. That's an interesting one, though. Where's my ancient stuff? I don't have ancient gloves yet. So an ancient St. Archie's gauge is actually not a bad option. The rest of these, I think, are all just going to get salvaged up, except for Frostburn. Frostburn could actually prove useful. But the rest of it, the Tormentor, Vengeful Wind... No. We've already got a Vengeful Wind. And the rest of it, I don't care enough about. But I think that's... Oh, actually, no. It's not quite going to be it. What we're going to do is we're going to salvage these up. We'll just get that done quickly. Ooh. That's worth us changing over to. Especially if we re-roll that dexterity. Or we could re-roll the life per second into Mystic Ally damage. So we're only losing 0.6% damage, but we're gaining toughness, and that's quite a big thing. I don't care so much about the losing recovery, but we're also gaining the chance for area damage, which is huge. We're gaining a bit more damage reduction as well. I think we'll re-roll that life per second and try and get Mystic Ally damage, because if we can get that up to 15%, that would be excellent. Take the 12% life for the moment. Like that's just like a huge increase in toughness. Not dashing strike. Not seven-sided strike. Not dashing strike. Not seven-sided strike. This is annoying. Not seven-sided. Come on. It really wants me to do the seven-sided strike thing. I'm going to take the 15% life for the moment. Mystic Ally damage by 11%. It's a start. Hell, we'll have another couple of goes at it, just in case we can get it up a bit more. %. It's an improvement. And that will do. that'll do. The rest of it we'll just salvage up. Although I do want to make it look like corruption and give it the abyssal dye. There we go, just so it looks the part. So, salvaging. Gone, 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 gone. And, actually, let's... Yeah, I do have a spare, so I can salvage up this one as well. It's good to check if you have spares. We are going to ask Kadala for boots just before we go. We might get lucky. We have got lucky in the past, but it is a minuscule chance. I think this is actually better. If I re-roll that movement speed, then we get better dexterity, better vitality, armor, and we can turn the movement speed into resistance. No, we can't. We can change it to life per second, though. It's just a little bit better. So how did this get resist all? It's the lightning resistance that's stopping us doing it. Okay. Yeah, so we're not really gaining much damage. We're actually losing out on toughness because of that, so it does end up worse off. Worth checking and working through the maths. So, salvage, 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 and that one can go, unfortunately. Let's ask for more boots. We might get lucky. I mean, even with our passive skill boosting the resist all, it still wouldn't work out quite the same. And that can just go. All right, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. We are making progress. We are so close to doing the Avaritia run. We'll be trying that next time, no doubt. So I do hope you'll tune in for that. If you are enjoying these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, you should probably go and do so, and you'll be told when episodes go live in the future. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Diablo 3. See you soon.